Hi, Sumate. You're welcome once again. My name is Rukiwe, and you are welcome. So, in this video, I'll be talking about how to know what really works best for you. Fashion designing or fashion itself, it's an umbrella word. It's so diverse. You have a lot of department under it. That is why you need to identify your niche. You need to identify what works best for you. Now, as an upcoming fashion designer, you need to know what you need to leverage on. By the way, I'm going to be releasing series of videos on how to start your ready to wear, what you need to do, and how to sustain and have a successful ready to wear. So please watch out on this channel. Like, share, and subscribe so that you can get notified, and switch on your notification bell so that you can get notified anytime I release such videos. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Like I said, that you need to identify what works best for you. As a fashion designer, you really do not need to, to put yourself into everything, although it might work for some other people. But I'm saying this based on my own experience. Now I'm going to be using myself as an example in this video. Now, I used to have a 9 to 5 job. I mean 7:30 to 4 o'clock job, and I work on weekends. And I wanted to have a fashion business. And because of the nature of my work, it wasn't really working for me. Most times, when I get bespoke orders, it is either I'm behind schedule, or maybe once I'm done with the work, I look so stressed up, and I really did not like how the work was going. I was always stressed, or I was behind schedule, or I wasn't meeting up to demands, which was because I had a job which I wasn't ready to resign from yet. So what I did after so many years, I had to sit myself down, get myself on my drawing board, and then I told myself that I was going to change something about my work. Then I did so many research. Okay, I did so many research. Then I then decided I was going to niche down to something that is more convenient, easy for me to make, and something that people around me, my customers, really wanted. So I decided I was going to start ready to wear. Okay, and kind of ready to wear I wanted to start was something casual, something casuals, boo boo, something free. By the way, this was actually my style. Anybody that knows me knows that I love to wear some things like that. I love to wear something free and comfortable. And I always get more orders although I still get my bespoke orders, but I'll get more of my orders from casual wears and all that. And I realized that I'm very good in making all those things. I am very good, it makes me play around colors, makes me play around patterns. And I discovered something about bespoke orders. I'm somebody that I really don't like replicating things the way they are. I love to put a twist of myself into everything. And most of the time, that you might not have the leverage to really change what your customer or your client wants you to make for them. They just bring a picture and they want you to replicate the same thing. Personally, I don't really like it. Fine, it is not bad. You can actually get inspiration from other works. But I love it that you always put your own twist of imagination, your own twist of creativity to it. But most time, as a bespoke tailor, you might not be able to change some of these things. They want them to give you, your customers want you to sew exactly what they've showed you, and it wasn't really working for me. And despite the fact that I had a job that I was still keeping, honestly, bespoke tailoring is very demanding. You have to stone, and we're in the era of corset and everything. Personally, well, I'm good with corsets. I know how to make corsets, but I wouldn't say that I'm an expert in corsets. But when it comes to casual wears, when it comes to shirts, when it comes to trousers, I'm a pro. I love it. Like I can make them. I just love it. It just resonates with me. So I decided that I was going to focus majorly on making such wears, and boom, I started, and it was so nice. Then I did something else again. I decided to start outsourcing. I decided to start outsourcing. Anytime I get orders, I outsource it to tailors. Now, I live in an environment whereby I have a lot of local tailors. I have a lot of tailors who have shops around where I stay. So what I did was just to locate one person, one or two person that who I trust, who can sew very well, whose sewing is neat. By the way, if you are going to be going into this type of designing or fashion, you need to leverage majorly on your neat finishing. Of course, all fashion niches, you really have to ensure that your finishing is neat. But when it comes to ready to wear, neat finishing must be a top notch. So what I did was that I located one or two tailors in my area who I trusted, who I trust, whose sewing is very, very good. So immediately I get orders, I wasn't sewing myself again. The only thing I sew was just personal dresses I make for myself and then samples. So I make the samples of what I wanted to make and I give it to those people to replicate for me. So I wasn't sewing. So what I did was just to focus majorly on marketing. Okay. And it was really a mind blowing for me. Honestly speaking, if you have a 9 to 5 job or you have other commitments and you still want to have a fashion business and you want to go into ready to wear, these are some of the tips that you can do. So I did that, and my fashion business was growing. I had a lot of time on my hands. I could rest. I was not the one sewing. I was not the one cutting. I was not the only thing was just for me to do marketing and then get my goods once they are done from all these local tailors. And then I come in and then I brand them and I put them in the nylons. By the way, I even got somebody to even do the packaging for me, and I paid the person so that I could only focus on my marketing, and then I have my job which I have by the side. And this I did for some years before I finally resigned from my job. Now I'm a full time ready to wear vendor. Honestly, my story is something that even still motivates me. I wished I knew about this before now. It would have made everything smoother. So the summary of this whole video is that understand what works for you. Know what works for you. Know what you can do. You don't have if you're not good with corsets, please don't do it. Except if you know that you still want to go, you still want to do corset, then go and train yourself. Now, I'm not saying that if you're not good with corset, you cannot go ahead and then develop your skill in that area. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that by the time you sit down and then you realize that this is what works best for you. If it is just for you to focus on making trousers, sit down, perfect your skills on making trousers, and start making trousers and start making your money. If it is shirts, if it's just kimono that you know how to do, how to sew very well, with neat finishing, quality fabrics, and branding and all that, then sit down and focus on it and make it very well until you can leverage and scale up your business. Then you can now go into other aspects of fashion. I hope you are getting me. Now, one other thing I did was also, since I knew that I was going to be the major I was going to focus more on marketing. Then that I took courses that developed my marketing skills. By the way, my 7:30 to 4 p.m. job that I was doing was more of marketing and sales. Okay, was more of marketing and sales. So I already had skills from there which I transferred into my ready to wear business. Okay, now the last point before I go is that once you understand what works best for you, be open-minded. Even aside from fashion business, any other thing that you want to do, be open-minded. Open-mindedness is a key, to a lot of open doors. I bet you, if you're open-minded, if you're not just dog-minded, if you're not just to yourself, no, it just have to be me. If you are open-minded, you will go a very, very long way. So thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Leave your comment in the comment section. Bye.